Hello and welcome back to S&B Technical. Today I'm going to be showing you how to change the front and rear wipers on a 2020, I had to be reminded there, 2020 Nissan Qashqai. Let's get to it. So we're going to show you the passenger side first. It's the smaller of the two blades. Little tip, I guess, if we're going to be taking these blades off and putting the same blades back on, but you're probably going to be changing them, I would imagine. So if you're changing them, just make sure that before you even start this job, get your new blades, make sure they match, make sure that they're the same length, because if you bought genuine ones, they probably will. If you've bought ones from you know, a parts factory or something like that, you know, they try the hardest, but their system might be wrong or something like that. So you don't want to be getting halfway through the job to realise you've got the wrong wipers, basically. But yeah, with this, we lift this this wiper up. It lifts up again. Just with any wiper you're doing, make sure it's clearing the bonnet. On the Qashqais, it does nicely, which is nice. So lifts right up here. Actually, I don't need it that high. I need it about here so I can reach it. But yeah, lift it up, and then all you do with these is you tip them, and then push the thing back. So you see here it's sticking out a little bit. Just push it back slightly, and then pull it here, and then when you're doing this, you come out and out through that gap. So this is quite important, because when you do it the other way round, you think you're now going to have a blade like this. It's going to have two gaps, but I'll show you how to work that out in a second. And the other tip is, you think, oh, we'll leave this up here, but this is a big chunk of metal under with a massive great spring, as you can see through here. If that springs down on the screen, I would hazard to say that's probably going to break the screen. So what I tend to do, because you're going to be going off and getting yourself a wiper rather than staying here, just get something underneath it. I mean, I've got a bit of tape from a job we've done earlier in my pocket, but yeah, just something to sit under there, so there's something between the wiper arm itself and the screen, so that you don't got any worry about damaging anything. It's just a thing, because just don't want to be breaking anything, that's all. So yeah, that's it. We'll show you how to put them back together. Yep. So you've now got your nice new wiper blades, and as you can see with this moves here. This is the piece that allows the wiper to sort of follow the contours of the screen and bits and pieces. But as you can see, you've got two sides to this. Now, I mean, looking at this, you could say the small side is the side you don't want to go through, or that. But the easiest way is, this has got a curve in it. You can see there a curve, and then when I pull this up in a second from the screen, you'll also notice that the piece of the screen has also got a curve. So you're basically guiding this curved bit into here. So that would denote what side of this goes through. So you basically pop that through there, and then you can see this sort of turns to meet it, and then it will just slide in nicely and clip in. So there's a definite clip there as it clips in. It will only go one way, but this is the bit where it can be quite fiddly, and then you're working around it and you're spending ages. So it's just a little bit at the beginning to make sure which way round it is going to help. Once you've clicked it back in, that's it. That's one side done. Keep your bit of tape, because you're going to need that for the other side. So now we're at the driver's side with a nice bit of bird poo near us, which is lovely. But we're on the driver's side. This arm's a lot longer, and it's a little bit more fiddly because you've got to lean over the car. So again, like I say, with us, being about sort of prevention and not damaging anything, just make sure that you haven't got a belt on or anything that sort of can scratch the wing and bonnet, because it can be quite a costly mistake just for the sake of changing a wiper. So you will be, no matter how hard you try, unless you're really tall, you're going to be leaning over the bonnet slightly. So just make sure there's stuff in there to damage it. Same principle, lift it up, make sure that it misses. It does get very close on this one, but does miss. And then all you're doing again is pulling it round, and then you've got your two little plastic tangs. Just push them that way, which allows it to slide down through there, and then you're coming out through that hole. Again, your bit of tape from the other side, just to lower it back down, so that when you go away and get yourself your other wiper, you're not damaging your screen or leaving it up for someone to walk past and pop it down, or anything silly, but gust of wind or anything random that might happen. It's going to end up costing you money, that's all. We've now got our new wiper. In this case, it's the same wiper, but for your case, probably going to be a new one. Again, you've got this little sort of chamfered bit. So you've got one side, if I pop it up here, one side square, that's the side that doesn't run. That's the side that clicks in. and you've got one side that's rounded. It won't allow you to tip it anymore, but this is sort of rounded here, which matches the your bit on here. So all you're going to do is the rounded side, push it all the way through, and then you just get your wiper piece and then guide it up, and then it clicks in. It's like it's a sort of definite click. So like that looked like it was in, and in fairness, you could put it down on the wiper and it will stay there for a bit, but you want to make sure it's clicked in. This has got like a thing, and it's a definite click. So you see that's it. This is now past that point. We know it's clicked in. Lower the wiper down nice and gently, and that is the front done. Stand there fiddling with a bit of tape from the front, but you're going to need that again for the rear, so I'm just going to stick that in my pocket. Right, here we are for the rear wiper. This one again, slightly different to the front, but fairly easy in fairness. There's a couple of little tricks, but I'm going to show you those. Lift the wiper up. You see here, you've got a little piece in here, so just slide your arm up, look, your finger up under there, and you'll feel it click away, and then it's a case of pulling it off. So you'll go and get your bit of tape to put on there and stick underneath, just to be safe, while you go and get yourself you don't get attacked by seagulls. you go and get yourself a new wiper. Now with your new wiper, you're gonna notice that it's got a little chamfered piece here, like a little like square piece. Put my finger underneath it, you might see it a bit better, but just there. And when you lift this back up and take your bit of tape off, you're going to see it's got one of those there. So that tells you what way round your wiper needs to go, so you don't end up trying to put it on that way round. And then when you guide it in, you need to make sure that that piece goes inside here, because I did realise a second ago that you can put it the wrong side and click that in, and then it's going to be really hard to unclick it because you're not going to have the leverage, and of course that's obviously not going to shut on your window because it's going to be that way around and it won't go any flatter. So just to be sure, you just click that into that piece there, and then make sure that that's going into the bit. And then the main thing is make sure you hear a definite click, because you can, I can show you, you can put it down on your window like that, and you see it's not right. If you walk away from that, put your windscreen wiper on, ultimately at some point it's going to fall off and scratch your screen. So just make sure that when you put it on, there's a definite click. So that clicks like there. So basically you get there and definite click like that. So it's clicked in. Once you've done that, lower it down, and that's it. And that is the front and rear windscreen wiper on a 2020 Nissan Qashqai. Thank you for watching.